Well, I have Colonel Carberry on the line. Perhaps if you do not care for this accommodation, you could move to British military headquarters. Rather less comfortable. Take the gentleman's bags back to his room. No. Now that your clothes are on their way back to their cupboard, perhaps we could take a walk.
There's really nothing I can say.
Oh, come, Mr. Cope. You've had a most eventful vacation. First of all, you almost persuade an attractive young woman to leave her husband. Secondly, another young woman falls for your charms. Thirdly, another one is dead. Not inconveniently for you.
I enjoyed a long and rewarding association with Emily Boynton and her husband. In fact, her death came as a double blow to me. The lady I one day hoped to marry, as a result of her husband's new acquisitions of wealth and freedom, decided to remain with him. Now, what sort of convenience has this tragedy for me?
Mr. Cope, Mrs. Boynton made you present to the family a will made out in her favor, which was invalidated by another one made out in favor of the children. You are about to be discovered. Mrs. Boynton's death saved you from scandal.
Please.
From disgrace.
Shh.
Rest assured, my only interest is the crime of murder. When did you return to the camp?
I stayed a few more moments with Nadine. It was obvious that Dr. King and Raymond had no desire for company, so I started back. I guess I must have got back to the camp about 5. Shortly after that, Carol Boynton came up for Ginevra.
Which gave you plenty of time to go into Dr. King's tent, take the hypodermic syringe, and put an end to a long and valued friendship.
I've made mistakes in my life, Mr. Poirot. Many of them. But I am not a murderer.
Allow me to judge that.
There are so many possibilities. I'm totally baffled.
Well then, mon cher colonel, I wish you to address yourself to the following questions. The time of death. Is Dr. King telling the truth? If not, why not? Why did Madame Boynton encourage her family to go away? And why was it Mahmoud who tried to wake Mrs. Boynton? Why did not some member of the family attempt this earlier?
You want me to question Mahmoud
You know the lingo.
and see where he and the other Arabs were at the crucial time? It may have been one of them who was seen arguing with Mrs. Boynton.
Perhaps. I go now to question the last of our little group. The concierge tells me that they went sightseeing to Bet Jubren. Well, I'll report to you at dinner.
Oh, what fun.
Fun? Everything is always fun for you English. The sun will never set on your games. Well, I hope it will always be so. Although I have my doubts. Thank you. What are you doing there, miss?
Hiding from the light of day?
Only the guilty hide.
I'm guilty of nothing, Monsieur Perel.
Well, suppose you tell us what happened that afternoon. After that, you can explore the darkness to your heart's content.
Miss Quinton showed me the ivories that they had discovered, and then I went up for Ginevra.
What time did you go up?
About 5:15.
Did you talk to your stepmother?
As a matter of fact, I did. She was sitting by her tent, and I said I was going to get Ginevra. And she said,
Let her sleep. No time asleep is wasted. It's like money in the bank, a store of health.
I got Jenny, and she was chattering to me about a sheep visiting her in her tent. Now, my stepmother was asleep when we went by. Jenny kept insisting that a sheik had come to take her away.
Yes, of course, that is your story, but you could quite easily have taken your hypodermic syringe, the one Miss Quinton found where you dropped it, and you could have killed Mrs. Boynton.
I don't know how that got where it did. Do you really think that I would kill my own mother?
But she's not even our mother, you said to your brother Raymond on the boat when he was determined that she should die.
You heard.
I heard every word.
We were mad to even think about it, but we were desperate. It was intolerable what she was doing to Jenny and to Nadine and Lennox.